Greetings and welcome to my studio space. I'm sorry I'm starting the stream a little bit later this week. On Saturday here I had a birthday party for my little girl today, and so we were busy with that this afternoon. This is my little girl, and she turned 11 today, and so I'm taking a little bit of a break from painting and spending some time with my family these last couple of days, doing a little bit of preparation for their birthdays. Why I say their birthdays is because this is her daddy, my husband, and it was also his birthday. They almost share a birthday together. His was on Thursday and hers was on Friday, and so they're one day apart. And then we celebrated her birthday today with some little kids and some birthday cake and ice cream and that. So that's what I was busy doing, today and this last couple days, getting ready for that. So I'll get back to painting this week and get back to my pro-life sacred art. And this is a painting that I thought I would share, or I guess a pencil sketch that I thought I would share with you. This is something I've been working on just off and on for a while. It's a small size, so I'm able just to kind of curl up and just work on it wherever I am. And this is one of my favorite pictures of them, and I just wanted to do this for my family. And this is, like I said, my daughter and my husband. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about my art today and just what I'm doing. I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer in, and I'm going to work on this part over here on baby. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of shading. And at this point, the features and stuff are kind of in there, but I'm just trying to make it a little bit smoother with the shading and bring a little bit of direction and a little bit of texture into some of the areas and just basically balance everything. And I am using a pencil that I have sharpened with I'm also using for doing this from a picture from them, but I'm using a pencil that I've sharpened with a blade, and in this way it's a little more flexible. You can get a nice fine tip. When I really need a fine tip, I take a sandpaper and I just kind of really narrow that tip down and make it really nice and sharp to get into those very small areas. Okay, so that's what I do here. And then another tool that I'm using is my kneaded eraser. Okay, and this tool is very interesting because it's very flexible. You can actually make it very small and get into very small areas. You can use it, flatten it, and you can use it, brush it to pick up some of the pigment if you need. And then you can also, if it gets a little bit full of the graphite, you can, it's flexible in that you can get sort of a cleaner area to use for erase. So it's very gentle on the paper as well. Oops. Okay, so that's a little bit about what I'm doing here. So I just wanted to share with you this picture. This was taken when she was a baby, and it's really, in those days, my husband and I are both Catholic, and we were growing in our journey of our being pro-life. And when we had our first child, we just realized, just how beautiful of a gift this is, and just how much, the preciousness of life was at that point. And so that's when we really started to really delve more into our pro-life work in the church as well. And so, but this was many years ago. She turned 11 today, and so I'm just celebrating this this day and this week with working on this picture a little bit. So, and in the I also have another picture that I'm working on it's very similar. It's myself holding my child. And so I guess you wouldn't really call this a like exactly, like I'm working on my other paintings that are sacred art and pro-life, and they are, I call them my pro-life paintings, and I guess this one here is more, I would say it's also very pro-life. It's very family orientated, and I guess it just brings to mind sometimes when in the busyness of what we're doing and creating art and myself or in our work or whatever, and just to be truly pro-life and just making sure that we make time for our family and the really, really important things of life that, you know, that come first. And so I'm a little bit vulnerable with you today because I don't have a lot to share as far as what I've been working on, because I haven't really been able to do a lot of painting this week, and I just wanted to share a little bit of a personal thing here with what I've been up to this week, with some preparations to celebrate 2 birthdays in our family. And so I just am working on this little sketch here of my daughter, and just bringing some shading into this area here on her face, the baby. You know, I think what might be interesting for you too is to see the photograph as well. So this is the photo that I'm working from, and I've also done, you know, work with them live, like, you know, when she's just sitting there, I'll do a sketch of her, also of my husband. But it's with something like this, to capture a baby, just to capture this moment, you know, I'm working on it from a photograph. And so this is the baby. I don't know if you can see both of them. I've got a ways to go. There's a little bit of, you know, just some smoothing and some blending in that. And then with my husband, on this side, wonder if I can show you so you can see both. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'll work over on this side just for a minute, and then we'll close the stream, because I just wanted to touch base with you. I know I said I wanted to share my art with you every Saturday, and I really did want to just come and say hi and show you a little bit of a simpler picture that I'm working on today with family, and it's something that I think is really actually still very pro-life and very sacred at the same time. So this is my sacred art today. Okay, so just blending in a little bit of that area here. And then I'm gonna need to use my sandpaper and just sharpen that edge down a bit. Pencil. Okay. I also have another picture I was going to share with you as well, some other pencil work that I've done. But you know, I did a picture of Jesus a couple of years ago, and then I realized actually I have 2 pictures in pencil that I did, and I'm also working on another one of myself holding our baby daughter, just to kind of match this one, because it was a very special and precious time in our lives when we had our little girl. But I thought, you know, today I'll just keep it simple, and I'll just share with you a little bit of what I'm doing here, and then I can maybe bring those other ones up at another point in time. So, okay. So I hope that you're all having a beautiful Lent. I know that we've got, you know, our Sunday coming up tomorrow, and we've got I think it's the third Sunday of Lent, if I'm correct. And so I hope that you're all having a very beautiful Lent. And I'm going to let it go at this point. And I'm so glad that you were here with me today. And please be assured of our prayers. You bring so much joy to us. My husband is actually, and I are actually doing this page and or the pages, and I like to do the static posts, and he does the beautiful live streams from the holy sites. And we're just always amazed at how beautiful and deep, you know, your faith is, and we read your comments, and we just really do pray for you. So we thank you for joining us here, and thanks for being with me here today, and God bless you, and have a beautiful week. Bye-bye now.